Children's Museum family. I am Kim Coyne, Director of Tinkering Lab, and today I am excited to show you some ways that you can make puppets with movable parts. We're going to use some technology to do that. Now, technology, a lot of times we think of cell phones, tablets when we think of technology, but pretty much technology is anything that us humans have made to make our lives easier. So, pencils. Easier way to write. Cardboard, easier way to carry around my macaroni and cheese. That's technology. And the kind of technology we're going to use today to make movable parts for puppets is a hinge. So pretty much a hinge helps things swing or move in one direction, like a door. This is a door hinge. Don't worry, you do not need metal door hinges to do the project today. The materials you do need are some scissors, a ballpoint pen, or a dull pencil, works just fine. Some tape. Duct tape is great. If you don't have duct tape, that's fine. You can use masking tape, blue tape, clear tape, things like that. My favorite material, cardboard. So you want the thin kind of cardboard, which is also called chipboard. So macaroni and cheese boxes, cereal boxes work really well. Some big flat pieces of thin cardboard is great. You're also going to need a ruler if you have a ruler, or just a straight edge, a straight corner of a piece of cardboard works fine too. Some stick-like things. So I have a chopstick here, and pencil works just fine. And if you have it, an old sock. Okay, so the first kind of hinge we're going to make is a hinge that goes up and down. So what you're going to need is your flat piece of cardboard. You're going to need some scissors, your pencil or your ballpoint pen, and a ruler. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to take our flat piece of cardboard and cut out a piece of cardboard that is about as big as your hand. So about there, I'm going to take my pen, kind of draw a line around that, and then use my scissors to cut out that piece of cardboard. So here I have my piece of cardboard that is about as big as my hand. Now I want to draw a line in the middle of the piece of cardboard that's kind of right where my knuckles are. I'll just make a few little marks so I can see that. Use my ruler. And I'm going to make that line that goes across my shape. Okay. One thing I do want to do is press hard to make my line into the cardboard. I'm pressing so hard, I'm making a dent in the cardboard or a score. Okay. So there's my line. There you go. Okay. And now I'm going to fold my cardboard along that line, along that score. Okay. Now I have a piece of cardboard that opens and closes. Okay. So this could be it for your cardboard mouth. I find if to really get a cardboard puppet mouth that you can consistently open and close, sometimes you can create some handles for your thumb and your fingers. So what those handles can look like, these can be made out of cardboard, cut out of some thick paper. I'm just going to use a piece of tape. It's really sticky tape. I'm going to use 2 pieces of tape. Okay. And I'm actually going to stick them sticky side together. It might seem a little strange. Okay, got my piece of tape, and this is going to help create my handle. So then what I'm going to do is put my piece of tape over my thumb, so it's about right there. I'm going to get some more tape. I'll use some duct tape so you can see the difference. And if you've watched some of our videos on tinkering, sometimes you try something out and be like, that doesn't work exactly how I like it yet. And I'm finding my tape is a little too big, so I'm gonna cut it down. Okay, there you go. There's my handle for my thumb. And I'm gonna take 2 pieces of duct tape, just so you can see the difference. You don't need to use duct tape. Put the tape over my thumb, like that. Stick 1 piece to hold my handle down, 2 pieces of tape to hold my handle down. And now I have a handle for my thumb, see it there? And I can do the same thing and make a bigger handle for my fingers if I would like to do that. And there I have my hinge for, I'm thinking this is a puppet mouth that goes up and down. There's one other hinge that goes up and down that I really like to do. Use a box for that. Again, thin cardboard is awesome. And again, I want to see about where my knuckles could be. It's not going to be in the middle of this cardboard box. It's going to be maybe 1/3 the way down. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing and make a line. And that's going to be where my hinge is. But for a box, it's 3-dimensional, what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue that line all the way around my box. Okay, see it goes all the way around my box. And then I'm going to cut out 3 sides. This might be a point where you need an adult to help you to kind of start that cut. What I like to do, use a pen. I'm going to push down, make a hole in my box so I can get my scissors in there. Okay, so now this is the important part. Sometimes I forget. You're only going to cut 3 sides of the box. Don't cut the 4th side. And again, it doesn't have to be super exact. It's pretty good. So I've cut 3 sides of my box there. Now I have my hinge, so I'm going to do the same thing I did before. Fold it over. And now I have a hinge that opens and closes, and a little bit more of, to me, like a puppet head. I think maybe this is a dragon or alligator or something. So that's a hinge that you can do as well. I do want to show you one other hinge, and this last kind of hinge uses tape to make the hinge. And this hinge is great when you want to make something that goes back and forth instead of up and down. So the first thing you're going to do is cut out some cardboard shapes. I'm going to just use some extra cardboard that I had. And it's good to kind of think about what kind of puppet piece you want to move back and forth. So maybe they're going to be arms, legs, tails, tentacles, something like that. One thing that helps me is thinking about how our own body moves and where we kind of have hinges. So my wrist is kind of a hinge, my elbow is a hinge, my shoulder is a hinge. So you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to make this piece of cardboard into a hand. This way. A hand and an arm. This part of my arm right here. And then I'm going to make a thicker part. So here is my hand. Here's one part of my arm. Here's another part of my arm. And what I want to do to make the tape hinges is leave a little space between my cardboard pieces. Then what I'm going to do is cut some tape. If you have an adult helping you, this is great. You can ask them politely if they can cut your tape, some tape for you, so this goes a little bit faster. Okay, so now I have some tape here. And again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the tape on the cardboard, the space, and the other piece of cardboard. So it's kind of like a bridge that goes over the cardboard. And I'm going to do that on each of my pieces here. Great. Now when I have my cardboard on all the spaces, I'm gonna take my whole cardboard piece and flip it over and do the same thing. So there's one more step. Just like my puppet piece had 2 points of connection, so where my thumb was and where my fingers were, and that's how the hinge was able to make this piece of cardboard kind of go up and down or fold in on itself. What we need for our cardboard to go back and forth is, again, 2 points of connection. So that's where our stick-like things come in. I'm going to tape a stick to my hand, my puppet hand. There you go. And I'm just holding it right here, but you can think about whatever you want to connect your puppet to. Cardboard box. I'm going to make another hinge here. It's kind of like the shoulder hinge. And here you go. I have my 2 points of connection. So I have my hand connected to the stick, and then the shoulder connected to the body. So now I have a hinge that moves side to side. Okay. I'm so excited to see what you make with hinges. If you'd like to share what you make, you can please tag us on social media. You can use the hashtag Chicago Children's Museum. And I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, evening. Okay. Bye-bye, friends. Wait, I forgot to tell everybody why you might want to use a sock. So one thing you can do if you make the puppet hinge that looks like this, so with the flat piece of cardboard, is you can take this puppet hinge and put it inside the sock, and it gives it more of articulated mouth. So what I want to do, take my whole piece of cardboard, my whole hand's going to go in the sock, and where the heel of the sock is, that's where my knuckles are going to end up. Take my sock, put it over my hand, match up the heel and the knuckles. Okay, and then I'm going to take the rest of the toe of my sock and I'll punch it in there. And there you go. You have a sock that has a little bit more of an articulated mouth. What do you think? Socky? I like it. Right. So thank you again. Have a great afternoon, morning, evening, and I hope to see you around. Bye-bye.